We already know what helps. Connection is the cure. It's our deep and meaningful relationships that give us hope and healing. Welcome to This Helps. I'm Marlon Morgan. Join us as we practice authentic and vulnerable conversations that inspire us to go deeper with the people in our own lives.
Hello, and welcome back to This Helps. Producer Andrea here. We're so excited to share something truly memorable with you today. At last year's Wellness Together conference, Marlon sat down with bestselling author, activist, the one and only Glennon Doyle for a powerful conversation about vulnerability, courage, and connection. Glennon gave us the green light to share a few of the moments that really stuck with us, that capture the heart of what made the conversation so impactful. We're grateful to be able to share them with you today. Let's dive in.
I think I've always used other people's problems to not deal with my own, right?
I feel like maybe just let that sit for a second, because a lot of us just felt like we got punched.
Yeah, my kid said this. I said...
Not me, but...
My therapist thinks I should go to Al-Anon. I said to Tish, my therapist thinks I should go to Al-Anon. Like, she thinks I'm, like, too into other people's problems. And I expect her to be like, whatever. And she goes, well, yeah. And I said, what? And this is Tish, she was like 17. She said, well, I kind of figured that anyone who's as smart as you, who's been anorexic for 35 years, maybe's been busy thinking about other people's problems. I was like, hey, okay, well, no one asked you, actually.
Oh.
So, there is a bit of that. Like, when I think everyone else has so many problems that I cannot even begin to have sanity, that might be my insanity. Like, why am I not starting here?
Unpack that just for a second. What does that look like when you come to that realization?
It's amazingly simple, which is so weird. I feel like the more I make things so complicated and impossible. And really what I want as a person is like some peace and my couch and my dogs and like a few people that I love, and I want to be able to be seen by them, and I want to actually see them, and I want to be the kind of person that my people trust to come to. Like my friend Megan says that I can be a pond. I can be a source of water. But I have to wait for people to come to the source of water. I can't keep chasing them down with hoses and spraying them when they weren't asking for it.
Read my book.
Yeah. Like, when someone told me that unsolicited advice is criticism, I was like, oh my God, I thought it was my gift.
I'm just now learning that.
Like, why wouldn't everyone want my great ideas for their lives?
Dang it.
That's all I do is I have files, like, ready for everybody, The idea that would be a sign of mistrust in them, the idea that I can just stay in my own little file folder and trust that everyone has their own file folder, and that everyone has their own higher power, and that everybody can handle their bit, and then that feels equally too good to be true.
Oh, it's so scary. What if they don't need me, though?
And they just do whatever the hell they want all the time without consulting. Then there's this lack of control.
Yeah.
But my friend Liz always says to me, I say to her, I am trying to give up control. And she says, Glennon Doyle, you cannot give up something you have never had.
Nailed.
What are you talking about? You are not giving up control. Yeah. You have never had one day of control. You are giving up your delusion that you ever had control. You are giving up your anxiety.
Oh, what do I do? What if I wasn't anxious?
What would you do? Yeah. I guess I wake up and I make little lists and I paint.
Yeah.
And I sit with my dogs and I wait for someone to please come ask for my advice.
I know this one. I've been through this.
Yes, but they won't come until they see me having an existence that they like and want and think is cool. Mm-hmm. Until they see me having beauty and calm, and they're like, oh, I want what she's having, so I'll go ask her. Right? That is the idea, I think, if we want to be consulted eventually, is to be consultable. Like, be the kind of person who's not running around with her head chopped off, begging people to quell her anxiety.
Yes.
As charming as that is.
No, sounds terrible. Sounds terrible, but at least you know what to do next is just fix everything, right?
Right, that's right. It's certainty. I have a couple years ago become aware that I am not in control of the universe and that, in fact, what I thought was love was experienced by some of my people as control or...
How interesting.
Yeah. I know. They're so...
No one understands
rude.
that, I'm sure.
I started a new round of eating disorder recovery 2 years ago. And in that, I learned that I kind of have been dissociating for much of my life. And so I decided to do no speaking engagements or anything public for 2 years because this is the ultimate. I used to just memorize things and create this other self and then just send her out on stage and just dissociate completely. So I am here trying to not do that because I would love to just be able to be one person all the time.
How incredible. What an incredible thought for someone to not give in to what everyone wants you to be, what everyone expects you to be, what they want from you, and just being yourself. What's that like to go from someone who meets those needs, cares very deeply about meeting those needs, and then in this recovery, kind of taking a step back? I mean, what's it done for how you feel?
I am less productive.
Great. I think we all wish we were a little less productive.
Yeah. I'm less productive. I am less relevant in the world, which really stressed me out for a while. My therapist told me, I told you this backstage, that she said maybe I need to work on object permanence. You know how babies, when someone covers them, they don't know they exist anymore. My therapist wanted me to understand that if there were no articles written about me, I still existed. So that took me a year to understand. So I am less productive. I'm less shiny, a little bit less shiny, I guess I could say. 5 years ago, if I were on this stage, I would have requested the questions a week ago.
Yes.
Then I would have gone over them. Then I would have nailed them. Then I would have memorized them. Then I would have come here, and you guys would have been like, wow! Yeah. And then, but for whatever reason, that slowly killed me. So I'm happier. I think I really did figure out, if I want to have the life that I want to have and feel safe and cozy in my own skin, then I might have to be okay with other people not thinking I'm as amazing as I used to want them to think I was.
Wow.
So it's good, mostly.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm glad.
I don't know. It feels okay. Yeah. I really just want to be one person. I just want to be in this body having this experience. I don't want to be projecting some other version of myself. I don't want to create speeches to present. I don't want to be projecting images of myself on social media that then I worry about what other people are thinking about that. Because that's disembodiment completely, right?
But this is so much easier to love, this version. I love this talk. I'm feeling so privileged to be a part of what you're talking about and to be here on the day when, I know you've talked about it before, but yes, that empowers me. Because then I can not just be I work for a company and I say all the right things. I don't vote.
Nailing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then just walk out. And we talked about this before, but my coping skill was that I did that same thing for a long time. And I thought, I got to be perfect for this to go well. And it's for the students and it's for the, you get where I'm going?
Yes,
it wasn't for the students. No. It was for me, but it was kind of but I can make these sacrifices. But then for me, I would be perfect, strong, nice all day. And then when I got home, you know who I opened up to? Haagen-Dazs.
Not me. I have no food.
Chocolate peanut butter, Haagen-Dazs. At least 2 pints, which is gnarly. You gotta have Lactaid on tap for that kind of life. That's not where I'm at right now.
Kind of life.
So I hear you.
That
And I
must
love
be so
it.
hard to have food issues. I don't know about that.
I know.
Because there is food, and whatever your thing is, food stands for things that we really want.
It's
like, I want to feel
comfort.
safe. I want to feel comforted. I want to feel full. I want to feel, and since I can't make that happen in my real life, I can make it happen in this little spot that I can always depend on and come back to. I believe that there are ways where we can fight to get what we actually need during the binge outside of the binge.
It's the wanting to, for me, the ice cream is pointing to some need that's going woefully unmet in my life that I'm ignoring, and probably saying it's because I like to take care of everyone else. I'm this great guy, but it's actually just because I like to be seen as the person taking care of everyone else, and I like to feel in control.
Yeah. I had a recent relapse, anorexia relapse, so I was diagnosed with everything for my whole life, and then 2 years ago, diagnosed with anorexia, and went into real deep therapy for the first time and figured out a lot of things that I had not allowed myself to look at. And one is that a lot of people can handle being a public person all the time. And I thought that since other people could handle it, I should be able to handle it. And the fact is that I cannot handle it, and I don't like it, and I don't want it. I want to just live in my life. So I made all these hard decisions with my therapist that I was going to create a life that was comfortable for me and give up a life that other people might want because I just don't want it, right? And I started making all these really great decisions and dramatic decisions, like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually not going to do that thing. No, 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 no. And I started to come to life, and it was really kind of beautiful. I was even like painting. But anyway, it was weird. I'm just trying to say that, like, when I started saying no to things that people should want, but I didn't want, it like started making room for, it like calmed my nervous system enough. I started to feel safe enough to really experience kind of like joyful and fun things for the first time. I don't think people who are in fight or flight all the time can experience fun. So this is what happened, is that I was doing good, and then some things happened in my family, and then suddenly 2 months later, I just found myself talking to my therapist, and I was back to square one, like food-wise, behavior-wise, everything. And I just was looking at her like, what? I don't know what happened. And the gift of that time was that we actually could, for the first time, I could point back to what happened, which is that I panicked. I forgot about my object permanence. I saw the end of these things coming. Got terrified that I was going to have to let people go on my team and disappoint them, that I was going to have to be unimportant, that I was going to not have things that made me relevant, that I was not going to have a career, and I started pulling things back. I started to say, okay, I will do that. Okay, how about I just extend this thing? And that's when I started my eating behavior again. It's like
The needs stopped getting met,
Yeah.
and then you started slowly, your body was like, no, we're going to meet these.
Yeah, or
different.
it was like, that could be it, or I think I feel like it was like I was creating a life that felt worth living to me. Like, when I started saying no to things, and when I started living in my juicy little house with like paintbrushes and actual food and like not writing speeches, I was like, this is too good to be true. Like,
Yeah.
Can I do this?
Something bad's going to happen.
Can I do this? Yeah. And then I started like eating and joy, and then I started pulling back these things, and I got scared again. And I was recreating a life I didn't want and that didn't feel worth living to me. And then I stopped eating again, which is interesting, right? It was like a hunger strike that I was creating the conditions for and rebelling against. And so after that realization, I just went back in and sent all the emails and made all the calls and was like, oops, sorry, yeah, I really did mean no. I'm actually not doing that. And this all just happened a couple months ago. So now I'm starting to like live into the juiciness of what I want to build instead of all of the things I thought I had to build. But like when I go home tonight and I have the very difficult family therapy session that we will have because I have a teenager who's going through some stuff. What I want for her to feel for me is a presence that makes her know that although I am paying attention and a little worried, that I have a deep belief she's going to be okay. And I think that that's kind of a nervous system thing. Like I think kids look at us and they think, are you okay? Because if you're not okay, I know I'm not okay. Because it's not what we say, right? Like the amount of times that I'm like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Like definitely not fine. Those are the words that I'm saying. So I want her to feel an okayness. And I also want her to know that whatever she is going through, we are all acting in different ways. Our fears, our contradictions, our, why do we want things that we know are bad for us? Why can't we get over our shit? Why are we still so angry? Why are we blah, blah, blah? That how we're acting those out might be different. Mine might be different as a 48-year-old than hers is as a 16-year-old, but I understand that feeling.
Yes, it's human.
I might not be digging this manifestation of that feeling. We're going to have to reel it in. But on a human-to-human level, yeah, I get that. I don't even want to admit that I get that because I'm scared that she's going to hear that as it's okay.
Right.
And so we get scared to like...
And then she's going to say it's your fault too, so...
Which it is!
Well, maybe she'll wait a few years to tell you that. But.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 writers in my family, so they're going to blow me up. They're definitely going to blow me up.
Starting out with a list of things that you're not in control of seems like a great way to start out. And then even adding what we said before is, what are some things that you want to do today that would actually fill up your cup so that you can pour it out in these other relationships and these other contexts, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. And then I think when we're not okay, we just tell them. We just say that. Like, I think it's okay to not be okay. I think we don't always have to have our nervous system settled, and we don't always have to sit in front of people and be calm rivers of okayness. And when we're not, I think that can be as healing as the alternative when we say it.
I would agree with you quickly as a therapist. This was also upsetting and embarrassing, but my best day, I had 6 clients and they were all like, this was I don't know what you did today differently. Did you use a different modality? Is this CBT? And this was before.
CBT. Yeah, I thought you said CBD.
Yeah. Did you use CBD?
Also,
ton of CBD. I just handed it out.
That is the river of okayness.
That's why we're here. Glennon has a new product line coming.
Can you imagine? And for my next thing.
Substances. To finish that thought, and this was before COVID, so don't judge me. I had the flu really bad, and I came to work anyway. I barely said anything. The less I said, and the clients were like, oh, I had such a breakthrough today. And it stuck with. I became a better therapist because I was like, okay, I don't have to do much here. I just got to be here. And and sometimes I'd even be like, woof, that's rough. You gotta meter your woofs. That I would say, just to add on to your incredible advice and direction, is just, as a therapist, as someone, people come to you for, hey, this is what you're here for. Just like I did to Glennon earlier. I just wanted to see what would happen. I thought maybe she would have the answer to life and she would just tell me. But, to be okay with silence, to be okay saying, I don't even have the words for what you just told me, but I'm here with you. I'm here willing to sit with you. That's a privilege I get in this work, is to sit with you and to be with you and to be the person consistent that you get to see at school. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
And we feel better in that. Glennon, I have one other real problem I have is time blindness. So there's a chance that there's like 15 breakouts going on right now.
Are you serious that we've been up here for 8 hours?
I was waiting for this because thank you.
Oh my God, we're getting kicked off.
I apologize.
I was just saying hey. Hey guys.
Saying hey.
How y'all doing? You got to try these new gummies back here. They're amazing.
I'll send you some of my line. Yes.
Well, I didn't want this to end. I think a lot of people feel the same way because of just who you are, what you shared with us today. We have genuinely benefited from once again, your vulnerability, your humanity, being someone who's clearly very smart, very well accomplished, but you are also being that one person all the way through. And I'm going to take that with me. I think a lot of people are. Thank you, Glennon. And I couldn't be more honored. Thank you so much for your time here.
Thank you for what you do. Thank all of you.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope it helped. Stay connected with us at thishelpspodcast.com.